From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode,
see the cybersecurity forecast for the year ahead from a threat intelligence expert. Includes important information for protecting your business.
Looking for ways to save on your energy bills? AES Indiana has you covered. From smart thermostats to home energy assessments, we offer simple solutions to keep your home comfortable and your costs down. AES can help you save money and energy with kits, tips, rebates, and more. Visit aesindiana.com/ways to save to learn more about how we can help you save money. AES Indiana, helping you discover real ways to save.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
Welcome back to Business, Equity, and Opportunities. One thing we've said time and time again over the years is as a small business owner, sometimes you have to be a master of many different fields or turn to those who can help you master something in the moment. Charles Carmichael knows all about it. He is with Google Cloud, specifically the CTO, Chief Technology Officer of Mandiant Consulting. Thank you for spending time with us today. This is both an exciting and somewhat intimidating field for a lot of people who are watching us right now. Broadly, what do you want us to know about the state of cybersecurity? There's a forecast, I understand, for the year ahead.
That's right. Yeah. So what we do at Google is we take a look at the top cyber threats that we've observed over the past 12 months. That'll help us anticipate what we could expect to see in 2025. And when I break down maybe the top three broadest categories of threats that we anticipate seeing next year are, number one, we will continue to see financially motivated criminals targeting organizations in the United States, irrespective of size, to try to disrupt their business operations through ransomware, steal data from them, and essentially extort them for usually millions of dollars or tens of millions of dollars. The second thing that we anticipate seeing more of next year is as geopolitical tensions continue to increase between the United States and other countries, we could expect to see targeted attacks from a number of nation-state adversaries against organizations in the United States. And a lot of times small businesses are unfortunately, they're just caught up in the crossfire. And the third thing that we anticipate seeing is with the introduction for any new technology, there's always going to be malicious adversaries that will attempt to abuse the new technology. And the new technology that everybody's really trying to understand right now is the use of artificial intelligence. And so artificial intelligence has really been helping defenders, but it's also helping adversaries create fake videos, create synthetic voices, and try to trick people into believing something's true when it's not actually true. But the good news is there are more better uses for defenders from an AI perspective than there is for adversaries.
Given that, as you mentioned, sort of the business owner may be an innocent bystander in that second of the three, let's drill down a little bit on the first and the third. This idea of ransomware, it's been around for a bit. What's particularly chilling, at least in those that we've covered, is that if that is successful, that initial attempt to grab the system, it's extremely hard to do anything but pay that ransom. Has that changed at all? Is there a way to protect yourself against that? Because it's an awfully intimidating eventuality.
Yeah, it is a very scary thing for organizations that are dealing with a cyber attack for the first time that's as significant as a ransomware attack to kind of think about what are their options. And what we find is that a number of organizations feel like the only option available to them is to pay the threat actor to get a tool to recover their systems or to get a promise from the threat actor to not publish the data that they stole onto the internet. But organizations in the United States are getting better over time. People are getting better at backing up their systems and their data. They're getting better at deploying more advanced security technologies. They're getting better at being aware of the attacks against their employees and the organizations. And so, we do need to continue to step up our ability to defend our networks. But to your point, there's so many things that small business owners need to think about and security is sometimes just really complicated. So it's always important to have a set of advisors to help you think about the most effective and pragmatic ways to defend your environments.
The third item that you brought up, this idea of the abuse of technology and artificial intelligence specifically, from what I understand, there's a flip side to this as well, that AI may in fact be a great tool for catching cyber threats.
Absolutely. I mean, at Google, we've been leveraging AI for so many years to help us identify scams, attacks, intrusions against organizations. And we're going to continue to use it in a very novel way to help us better help organizations and average everyday people defend themselves against attacks, identify deep fakes, to identify very complex attacks in what could be otherwise a sea of noise from a variety of attacks from a variety of countries. And so AI is just helping us get a lot better at defending our networks and our people.
You know, when we talk to small business owners, and I mentioned at the top of this, the idea that they have to sort of be able to wear many different hats. You turn to a financial advisor about how does the market look? Do I want to work in that field right now? Talk to an accountant when we have bookkeeping issues, taxes, things like that. To you, we turn and we say, are you optimistic about the state and future of defense against cyber attacks? Because if there's more pessimism, there may be more of an inclination for the business owner to draw back and say, I'm going to stay as analog as I possibly can.
Yeah, I really don't want organizations to feel kind of a defeatist mentality and believe that they're going to be attacked and there's nothing you could do to stop that. There are a lot of things that we could do to stop attacks. And while it might be, while we might often talk about the attacks that are successful, there are so many attacks that are not successful. And it's because we're doing a lot of the right things to defend our environments. We're using unique passwords across different websites. We're requiring multi-factor authentication or a second form of identity verification to log into websites and our corporate networks. We're deploying antivirus software across enterprises. We're deploying firewalls. So there's a lot of things that we're doing to stop the attacks. And I think we have a sense of optimism in the upcoming year that while there will continue to be increasing attacks by the adversaries, we are getting smarter and better at defense. And, it will continue to be a cat and mouse game, but we can't let our guards down, and we've got to do what we can to defend against attacks.
If you will, and our thanks to Google for making this possible today, people who do work with you or are interested in working with you, where can they go for more information to see some of the specifics you were talking about there?
Yeah, so I'd recommend that they take a look at our report. And the best way to do that is to go to the Google Cloud Security website and look up the forecast report in 2025. It's available today.
Well, we really appreciate your time and your expertise today. Best of luck in the fight against cybersecurity, and thanks for sharing the expertise as it stands right now.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunities show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at BEOshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.